The opinions expressed within the content of this podcast are solely of our guests, and do not reflect the views and beliefs of WROK-FM Radio, and Body Slamming Conversations, its hosts or affiliates. Those under 18, we ask that you enter the podcast with an adult.
Everybody, hello, welcome. That's right. We are at WROK-FM Radio, live right here in downtown Las Vegas on the Body Slamming Conversation Show. Oh, man, do I got a great show for you guys tonight. Listen. She is the female version of Tarzan. You know what I'm saying? She's in Florida. She's like the swamp queen. I mean, if there's a Bigfoot, if there's an alien, if there's anything out there that walks that swamp, this lovely lady, I'm telling you, she's small frame, but she's like a big black Chevy coming at you all the time. Oh, yeah. Let's bring on Marie Dumont. Hello, Marie.
Hello. Wow, you said so many nice things about me.
Oh, you are the queen of the jungle.
Thank you.
The only reason I say jungle is because Florida's like a jungle.
Yes. It's definitely it's a challenge, that's for sure.
Yes, it is a challenge. And you know something? I'm so glad. I did a show with you about 2 weeks ago. We were both on Dave Bruce's show.
Yes.
And I was helping him host his show. And you came on, and I was so into what you do, into what what you're all about. Hey, I'm stuck on you, okay? Here's the deal. I'm watching your podcast shows. If you got them, I'm watching your page because you're bringing the truth of the cryptics out there. Tell everybody a little about yourself and what you do.
Okay, so if anybody doesn't know who I am, my name is Marie Dumont, and I am the founder of the Mid-Florida Bigfoot Research Group and research team. And I've had the group, I started the group about 5 years ago. And so it all started for me. I've been a paranormal investigator for over 30 years. So it started out with ghost hunting, and then it evolved into UFOs and aliens. And then some friends of mine were into Bigfoot, and I was like, yeah, I'm not sure. But I went out with them to the Ocala National Forest, and one night when we were doing a camp out with about 12, 15 other people on a Saturday night in January on the coldest night of the year, around 1:30 in the morning, we heard this huge, long, and lengthy Bigfoot vocalization. Yeah, I was with them. I was with who you just showed. That's Charlie. And that's me. That's my best friend, Debbie, there. So
see how good I am at this show? You
yeah, see,
I show the pictures. See, you got it all together. That's right.
So after I heard the vocalization, I was like, "Oh my God, they do exist. I really want to find out more about this. I want to have a sighting. I want to prove that." We do have them in Florida. We're number 3 for having the most reported sightings in the United States. But it's a very taboo subject here. Nobody talks about it. Yeah, that was the picture of me with Skunk Ape and John Urban and Pam. And that was at the first Great Florida Bigfoot Conference that was held in Lakeland, Florida. That was the very first one.
I thought you were going to tell me that was your date for the night.
Yeah. So it was then, then I started looking on Facebook, trying to find a Florida research group that I could join because I was just posting this stuff on my own page. But I knew that was not the right place for that kind of stuff, for Bigfoot stuff, because I didn't want my future employers to see the stuff that I'm into. And so I couldn't find anything that pertained to Florida research at the time. So I started the group. And it's just evolved into this wonderful, I think it's a great group. I have like 8,100 subscribers. And so we go out every single weekend. And we have for the past 5 years. So, if the whole team can go, that's fine. If it's only me, I'll go. If it's Ruby and I, her and I will go. So someone's always out. Yeah, that was me in Ocala when I heard the vocalization. Mm-hmm.
I love the hat.
Yeah.
I like the hat.
Yeah. I actually made that. I got the hat at like a flea market, and I got that sticker online, and I just glued it on. So it's cute. It turned out really
You made that hat. I'd sport that hat.
Yeah, that was my first research hat, basically.
Hey, Marie, guess what?
What?
This show, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But it's crazy because a lot of stuff does happen here. But we got two of my special people who are really interested in you. Probably want to ask you questions also. Mr. Sean Ellis.
Hello, Sean. How are you?
Wolfpack, and one of my favorite ladies in the world, next to my wife. And she is on my show. I produce her show, and she is Miss Tracy Jones, the paranormal white witch, and she's so interested in Bigfoot. Cool. I said, she watches the wrong shows, but now she can ask a real person some real questions.
Okay.
Hi,
Miss Tracy Jones.
Hi, Tracy. How are you
doing?
Good.
Hi, nice to meet you, hon.
Nice to meet you.
Tracy, she does it on my other show, and she does you name it. She does the white witch and the cryptic and the evil. I kind of like Sean, but she's really into Bigfoot. So she's always trying to learn, and Bigfoot has something to do with cryptic stuff, of course, as you know. So maybe we can all slap some questions and answers at you and try to stump you. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Where are you located, Tracy?
I'm in Maryland.
Okay. All right.
Where are you, hon?
I'm in Florida.
Florida. Oh, yeah, you said Florida. I heard that.
Matter of fact, Dave Bruce is in the house. He's out in the audience watching.
Hey, Dave.
Everybody say hello to Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
There. All right, getting back to the Florida, everything's trying to kill you in each of Florida, as we were talking backstage. I'm gonna ask, is skunk ape and Bigfoot the same, or is it two separate animals?
We tend to think it's two separate animals and they're creatures. And the reason why we say that is because the reports are different. South, I'm in Tampa, so I'm like in the center of the state. South of us, the reports are different than the reports north of us. And I know that probably makes no sense, but down south, it's a smaller creature that can be like 5 to 7 feet tall, reddish brown in color, very thin, very lean, less hair, and they have 4 toes, not 5 toes. That's typically the prints that you find down south. And then Tampa area and up north, it's a larger creature. It's more like 6 to 8 feet tall, with 5 toes. Both of them are most of the time reported as having like reddish brown hair, sometimes black, but the majority of the time it's a reddish brown hair, like your color, hair color. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we just, because the reports are very different, we tend to believe that it must be two different creatures. One's got 4 toes, the other's got 5 toes. And, David Shealy has a bunch of the 4-toed prints that he has found on like the Seminole Indian reservations. And we've cast stuff that's 5 toes in our area or, a little further north. So, maybe it's, I don't know, a result of inbreeding. Who knows what it is, but they are different. The reports are very different from one another.
So what you're trying to tell me is everything south of Tampa is basically deliverance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, well, Tampa has a lot of zoos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
monkeys and stuff. So could possibly be like an orangutan or chimpanzees that have escaped from the storms and just
that's one of the theories, is that the ones down south could be some kind of orangutan. And because I think, what was it, one of the big hurricanes that went through Miami, it was a Category 5, and it like destroyed some of the zoos or habitats down there. And maybe some animals did escape, but I don't think orangutans can be up to 7 feet tall. They tend to be shorter, but it very well could be. We don't know. We really don't know. No one has a body that I know of, and anything's possible. Even if it is, I want to prove that. But it's just, people have seen them in their yards going through, dumpsters, garbage cans, going through stuff in the back of their house. And, so yeah, I think it's more than that. I truly think it's a skunk ape, but I don't know for sure.
Well, Domino's Pizza's got one with a pizza being delivered in the woods. I just saw it the other day, so it's got to be a skunk ape.
See, they do exist.
They do exist. Did you see that commercial? It was funny. Then he slaps into a
Domino's. It's a Domino's.
Yeah, Domino's Pizza spot delivery. Here's Bigfoot out there getting a pizza.
I'll have to look for that one. Awesome.
Yeah, everything a Bigfoot sells. Hey, Dave Bruce wants to know: have you had any recent sightings, Marie?
Recent sightings. Sightings. I personally have not seen one. Now, the only thing recently that's happened to our team, basically, is team member Mike Aguilar went to this new area he wanted to check out. And in the process of checking it out, because he's very sensitive to things. He gets feelings. He's been hit by infrasound several times, so he seems to be in tune with them, and he's very good at picking out active areas. So this one area he was getting a really good vibe about, and so he went out there, tried. He got his truck stuck in the mud, and basically he was stuck out in the swamp area in his truck for like 6 hours. And I think he said it was around 12, like midnight or around 1. All of a sudden there was all kinds of screams and stuff going on the other side of the swamp that he was at. And him and his friends are like, holy crap, what's that? They just exploded. There was just all kinds of growls and howls and all kinds of things. And he couldn't see what it was. But that's probably the most recent experience that has happened to, someone on my team. And that was 3 weeks ago. So.
Wow.
Tracy.
Scared the living daylights out of me. Yeah.
When she was talking about, what'd you say? What'd you call that word that you said it hit him?
Infrasound.
Yeah. Is that could that be part of, do you just hear that infrasound and demons and ghosts also? I mean, can that be? Have you ever experienced that in any of your stuff?
Yeah. The more you raise the energy in a place, whether it's positive energy or negative energy, the more of a chance you get to bring something in. So yeah, it can happen.
So is it the same thing? Because I'm trying to compare notes here. Is Bigfoot really cryptic? Because I've heard demons and stuff doing that yell and people falling and getting sick, and I've heard the same thing about Bigfoot doing that scream and people that are hearing it upsets their heads and falling down. So I'm just trying to compare notes here, ladies.
Yeah,
I
because
know that's an interesting theory.
yeah, a lot of people they'll feel the vocalization in their body. It'll just make them. They just feel it in their chest and stuff. Now the infrasound is not a sound that you hear. It's not a noise, but it's just you get this overwhelming. You're hit with something that you can't see. It makes you sick. Your ears will, like Mike's ears, feel swollen when it happens. He has thrown up before when he's gotten hit by this infrasound, and I just kind of have this little theory about it. In the Bigfoot world, he is, a very manly man, and so do they pick up on his testosterone? And that's why maybe they zap him with some infrasound to back him off, to make him go away or whatever. It's a possibility. I don't know. I've never experienced that. Ruby has not experienced that, but Mike has. Mike has experienced it about 3 times, I think. So
see, that's why I was asking, because I've heard Tracy and Sean in conversations talk about stuff, basically what she just said, getting sick, smells and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to compare notes with you guys,
Right.
Tracy, your thoughts?
Theory. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting theory, and at this point in my life, anything's possible.
Yeah.
I hadn't really ever even thought about that, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't say that the noises that a demon would make would be equivalent to that of a Bigfoot, and I'm a complete novice of Bigfoot, but that I always heard, like, you can feel that in your toes. It's it's so loud and so massive. I've been around low levels before. I never want to go any higher than those, but that's more just like of a mental, or auditory. So I think, there are differences, but I can see, well, yeah, maybe it can happen. I don't know. Anything's possible.
Yeah. So in the Bigfoot world, that's what I think. I could very well be wrong. I'm not saying, that I'm right, but I just find it interesting. I think some women have had infrasound, but it's not a common thing. It's usually men. So is it an alpha male that's threatened by another alpha male, which would be like Mike, who just oozes testosterone? So is it their way of, making him go away, warning him, giving him a warning or something.
Right.
But it works because he wants to get out of there.
Okay. Sean, your thoughts on that?
I've never really seen a banshee, and I've heard they do like that ultra high pitched sound, and it's supposedly when you hear it, you're supposed to die, but it's only theory so far. But it's almost like a silent way of what a banshee would do, is send that pulse out, if that's the case, to attack. Like you said, the males, maybe they are scared of them. Maybe they are from a distance.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Just a theory.
Well, that's why, it's yes, I did get a haircut. They're in the text, hey, Randy got a haircut. Yes, I did. I got them all cut. All right, moving right along the haircut now. No, that's why I wanted to ask, because I was watching Myra's show again today, and her crew, every time they're in the field, you don't hear nothing, but they get sick, and it's a sickness, and their ears are hurting.
Yeah,
like
that's
a flu type of thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other guy heard a noise. Well, I was actually a Bigfoot scream, and that's why I went to the ghost. And 'cause I've seen on TV where the demon scream at somebody, and the people get all, the scream was so loud. And I've had that scream hit me. I mean, I went to Tennessee, he screamed from the hill, and it stood like he was standing like in front of me, like the laptop is, and it does run through you. So that's why I'm kind of, asking these questions about the sound and people being sick, because a lot of people go in the woods and they get sick for no reason because there's a Bigfoot around somewhere.
Right. And then they go away, like they'll get to their car or something, and it'll go away, and they feel fine. They'll feel absolutely fine. Now, another thing was Mike was sitting on a log. He sat down on a log because he felt so sick, but he was in a daze, in an absolute daze. And we had to go up to him and like, Mike. He was just something.
Like in a trance?
Yeah, like in a trance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it was really interesting.
Do you like any of the shows that are on TV? Do you think any of them are more legitimate than others?
Which kind of shows?
Oh, I'm sorry, Bigfoot.
Well, there's only one Bigfoot show on, and that's Expedition Bigfoot. And it starts, the new season tomorrow night.
I must have been seeing reruns or something. I thought there were a couple of ones.
Well, Finding Bigfoot was an old show. It's one of the first.
Okay.
It was the first Bigfoot TV show that I know of. And so they, that show ended, and then they started up this Expedition Bigfoot show, which is much better. I enjoy it because they do research, They're going out and doing goofy things at times. And so they're definitely more about research, going out, looking around. So I enjoy that kind of show better.
Okay.
Well, see, Tracy's a mountain monster girl.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
She likes her mountain monsters. But,
they're hysterical. You know it. They're funny. I don't watch it because I believe them. I watch it because it's hysterical, especially Wild Bill, the Marine. He reminds me of Ernest T. Bass from the Andy Griffith Show.
Right.
That little wild man that hop around all the time. It's just funny. When you're having a bad day or you're just stressed out, put that on. It'll make you laugh. I'm sure they're all wonderful men.
Hey guys, I got to take that quick 2-minute commercial. So if you got to make that quick run to the potty, it's your potty, and you cry if you want. Or if you got to go get something to drink, take a smoke break. I don't care. Do what you got to do. We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm excited to announce my new product, My Coffee. I get products all the time from entrepreneurs for my new platform, mystore.com. And when I tried My Coffee for the first time, I was blown away. It is the best coffee I've ever had in my life. I spent the last 4 months doing my due diligence, and this family-owned business micromanages every step from the fields to the cup to ensure the best quality coffee you're ever going to have. It starts with the beans that are grown in Honduras. Honduras's volcanic soil and humid climate make the perfect growing conditions for coffee plants, which produce the best beans ever. Then each batch is tested for its aroma, taste, and other aspects to meet the highest standards in the coffee industry. And after that, it goes into production, which is all done right here in the USA. It's like you're getting that small batch specialty coffee, but delivered right to your front door. So go to mystore.com or call the number on your screen. Use the promo code and you'll get your very own My Coffee for 25% off. You guys all know that I've traveled the country for the past year and a half. I've stayed in hundreds of hotels. I've tried every coffee out there. Well, some of the coffees have that terrible aftertaste, some that leave me jittery, or I get an upset stomach. Well, My Coffee is different. It's the richest, smoothest, best coffee I've ever had. My Coffee comes in a variety of flavors. You get them ground or whole bean. Plus, it's certified organic and non-GMO. I guarantee it'll be the best coffee you've ever had. So go to mystore.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code and you'll get My Coffee for 25% off. And I'm going to give you deep discounts on all my store products. That's mystore.com. It's my new platform for USA entrepreneurs. Please order now.
Hello, everyone. This is Tracy Jones, PWW, your paranormal white witch. Please join me on my podcast, Tracy Jones, PWW, Paranormal White Witch, sponsored by WROK in Las Vegas, every Monday and Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let me help you with those crazy dreams you've been having, the failed relationships, has a loved one come to visit you lately, anything and everything paranormal. Feel free and comfortable to come and ask me. No judgment here. See you next Monday and Wednesday. Take care.
All right, our show is also sponsored tonight by Eternal. See, I got it right. That's Wolfpack Paranormal. Mr. Sean Ellis. Thank you much, sir. All right, back to our show. Hey, see, I finally got it right. Just got to say it slow. That's the secret.
It's a tongue twister.
That's the damn secret right there. You got to say it slow.
Yeah, I got a question for Marie.
Yes.
I'm not much, I don't know much about Bigfoots and stuff like that, but is it possible that some of the Bigfoots make their, how do I say, place they live next to ley lines that causes some of this sickness once in a while with all the high energy?
All right. Can you repeat the question again?
I mean, is it possible the Bigfoots make their home next to these ley lines that could make people sick with all the high energy possibly?
It could be. I'm just not aware of where the ley lines are in Florida. I don't think we have that many. I really don't know. I'm sorry. Anything's possible. I mean, it's been a while, but I have experienced paranormal activity while Bigfooting.
Right.
There in the woods or in the swamps. In the Everglades, I heard, I didn't hear it with my own ears, but I heard it on the video. My team and I were walking down this trail, and we stopped for a moment, and one of my team members pulled out a deer call because we were just going to do a, blast a deer call just to see what would happen. You're in the Everglades, right? So I was talking, and I was like, oh, okay, and I stopped for a second because I was lost for words. And in the video, you can hear deer call. And then I said it. Yeah, you could hear it to this day.
Okay.
And
whoa, wait. You said deer call and something said deer call back?
It said it first.
Oh, it said it first.
It said it first.
I knew what she was doing.
Because I was in the middle of talking and then I was lost for words what it was called. And it said deer call. I didn't hear it say it. But then I said it. But the video, you can hear deer call. And then I say deer call.
And you were in the Everglades with this?
Huh?
You were in the Everglades at that time?
Yeah, we were on the Everglades there. I've been in the Great Swamp, and I've heard something say my name. Marie.
Well, water is a huge conductor, so you could have had maybe somebody you passed or something talking to you, an old hunter.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, we have captured a few EVP kind of things. Another situation, I think I told Randy this at the last show, was in the Green Swamp a few years ago. I was out with my team, and I had my phone in my pocket, and I see an X structure. So yeah, that was part of my team right there, and found an X structure, and when I walked up to it, my phone called one of my ex-boyfriends.
Oh.
While walking up to a X structure. That happened twice. 2 different occasions.
Wow.
Same thing. Walk up to another X structure. A few months later, phone rings again. I mean, not rings. It's just it's in my pocket, and I hear hello, hello, and I'm like, what the heck?
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? He's like, you called me. No, I didn't call you. You called me. No, you called me. You called me. So my phone's password.
That's what you call a butt dial right there now.
But I didn't have the phone number saved. There was nothing to butt dial.
I know, that's what I'm
Wow.
saying. That's a butt dial. Someone was dialing your butt, making that phone call.
But my phone is password protected. I mean, you have to like turn it on, you have to swipe it, you got to put in the code, and you have to do all this stuff. My phone wasn't doing any of that. But somehow my phone called 2 ex-boyfriends, 2 ex-structures, 2 different times.
So
Wow,
Sean,
very cool.
Sean, see how you can get dates? That's how it
I've
works.
actually, the funny thing she mentioned is that called her ex-boyfriend, but I was over at a friend's house doing an investigation in her house, and I had my camera out, didn't even touch it yet, and I was sitting there kind of looking through the room, and I said, "Do you want your picture taken?" Next thing you know, it goes shh, on its own. Shh, on its own. I'm like,
That's
"You're kidding me?
awesome.
I ain't even touching the screen yet,"
Yeah.
and it's sitting there, and I got like gray shadowy image. It's kind of like a mist in certain areas, and I'm like, "Well, check this out." I said, "I didn't take it, but yeah, it
Oh,
happened."
neat.
Yeah, it's very interesting. One night we were out in the Green Swamp with my team, and we were in this one area where we've had some strange stuff happen. So we were like, let's go out there at night. So we all like kind of sat in a semicircle. Each one of us had either a night vision camera or a thermal camera, and we were facing different directions. And so what happened was we didn't know it at the time, but something threw something at us. It went. We didn't notice it until we watched the video later. Something went right across the screen, and it was about 4 inches long. It looked like either a stick or a bone. And I found what I think it was like a week later when I went back there looking around, trying to figure out what the heck was thrown at us. Now, how close do you have to be to throw a stick 4 inches long? And I did find a stick. It's like a whitish color stick. I call it my good luck charm. I carry it with me now. And but you have to be pretty close to be throwing a 4-inch stick at somebody. Yeah. But yet we didn't see anything on our thermals. We didn't see anything on our night vision. But we also captured on video on somebody's night vision, there was a figure behind me, and it looked like a Civil War, like a young man in a Civil War hat and scarf or whatever. And he was behind me, and he was like looking around my shoulder. And I was inviting him, and I was like, yeah, if there's anybody here, feel free. Come over here, hang out, blah, blah, blah. And you could see something peeking around.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for Bigfoot and spooks are bothering you.
Yeah.
I can take care of that.
Yeah.
Well, on my next Bigfoot expedition to Florida, when I come down there, I'm taking Tracy and Sean with.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they are the spook detectors.
Yeah.
And I know this much. We might see Bigfoot, but we ain't going to see no spooks.
You want to see some spooks, Randy. Come on.
Hell no.
Don't let them hurt you.
I am afraid of some ghost, okay?
Oh, my gosh. They're not going to hurt you.
But I'm not afraid of Bigfoot. I've seen Bigfoot so many times, I'm not afraid of it. But when it comes to ghosts and things
why are you afraid of a ghost? Why are you afraid of a ghost?
Because I can't hurt them physically. I can't reach out and touch someone, and normally the time they're trying to do something bad to me. Bigfoot, he's just like, hey, check out the fat guy. We got something in common, And there's a whole lot of difference between Bigfoot and a spook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Big Jim from Travels Emporium is on here, everybody. I just want to tell Jim hello real quick.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, go on, Tracy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's okay. Do you give any credence to some of the conspiracy theories about the government being involved in whatever aspect of Bigfoot or Sasquatch?
I mean, obviously, we don't have any proof of that, but yeah, we do believe that. Unfortunately, the government is shady. It's very shady, so anything's possible, right? I have met people, even somebody in the Pacific Northwest, who has seen like a military presence in the woods shooting at something.
Oh, wow.
In a place where there was Bigfoot sightings at. They went in, they shot something, they came in, they airlifted something out of the woods before.
Oh, wow.
So do I think that's possible? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even when, what was it, Mount St. Helens went off, the forest workers were driving down the roads trying to rescue any animals that they found that were hurt or dead or whatever.
Right.
And one of the guys came across this gigantic furry creature, and he didn't know what it was, but it was burned very badly and put it in the back of the truck, and of course it was never seen again. So it's just some of the stories that I've heard. But yes, I absolutely do believe that they know about them. They have body, at least one. They have probably more than one. They're probably studying them for some reason to figure out their capabilities. And what I mean by capabilities is, a lot of people say that believe that they can cloak. I mean, hey,
I have seen that.
If you're trying to create a super soldier, wouldn't that be just a dandy ability?
Oh, wow.
To have?
And Bigfoot can cloak. I've seen it on Skinwalker Ranch. I've told everybody the story before. Seen it walk behind the building, off the corner of the building. He was now shimmering like Predator as he disappeared.
Correct.
Oh, wow. That's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I heard something, maybe all three of you might agree or disagree on this, but I was a man on the new Ancient Aliens, Giorgio, and he claims that I do too. I love his hair. I think I'm going to do mine like that, just bush it.
I could do that. I could get it all.
Yeah, Tracy's already got hers working, but
I don't know. I think Randy would rocket, right?
Yeah, Rockin Randy with the hair all done up. But he come up with a theory now. He says that he believes that Bigfoot is a skinwalker.
Oh,
I don't know about that. Could be. I don't know.
I know nothing. It's above my pay grade. I don't know.
I'm not sure why they say that. I'm not sure. I mean, that's a bold claim, but I don't know. Maybe, well, they may know more things than what they're saying on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
you mean kind of like a changeling?
Probably.
And see, my wife thinks Bigfoot's a shapeshifter.
Yes, I was just going to say a shapeshifter.
Yeah, she agrees with you. Shapeshifter.
I know one of you went to, was it the fire chief? I forgot what his name is. I think it's Don Mitchell or something like that. He has recordings of Bigfoots out there, which sounds like the same vocalization like what I heard in the Ocala National Forest. He's captured on audio out there in the desert around Skinwalker Ranch, the whole Vernal area. Not too far from Vernal is a huge forest. So there's been definitely Sasquatch sightings in the forest outside of Vernal, Utah. So could it be crossing the land and going or hanging around Skinwalker Ranch somehow for some reason? We don't know, but it's possible.
It's Barkley's Ranch in Sedona, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they have the kind of thing that Skinwalker Ranch is going on. Now, they've got Bigfoot walking all over the place over there. People said they've been outside camping and Bigfoot's walked up and taken stuff and just walked away. And they didn't even know it, but they found the footprints the next morning.
Right.
So, I don't think Bigfoot's a killer. He just wanted, something to eat or checking us out and stuff like that. And you had an experience. I want you to tell everybody about the Reese's chocolate cups.
Yes, yes, and that was team member Mike. We were down in South Florida, in this active research area, and he had just gotten. We were doing a 4-day, 3-night camp out down in South Florida. There's 3 wildlife management areas. It's Dupuy, Hungry Land, and what's the other one? Dupuy and J.W. Corbett. They're all kind of connected to each other. So we were doing some research out there. And so we went to one campground, and Mike had some little mini Reese's peanut butter cups. He had 5 of them. So just for the heck of it, he put them on a bench in the picnic area before we left to go back to the camp at night. So it was nighttime. He puts them out, 5 of them on the bench. We go back in the morning just to see if anything happened. Sure enough, they're all gone. And in its place is a big mushroom.
Oh, they traded.
So something took the Reese's peanut butter cups and left a big mushroom.
Nice.
It was probably about 3 to 4 inch long mushroom. So that was really cool. We did not expect that. He just put them out there just for the heck of it. And it's like, wow, just that quickly overnight, something happened. So.
Well, you know something? I've got a book coming out, a cartoon coming out, The Adventures of Rockin Randy and George. And my Bigfoot eats hot dogs, corn dogs, pizza. But now I'm going to add in the Reese's. So when you see this in the cartoon, you'll know where it came from.
Yes, definitely Reese's peanut butter cups. Yes. That's our favorite gifting item. And a lot of people don't agree with leaving sweets, processed foods for them. But, you know, when
I don't think somehow 5 little mini Reese's cups is really going to throw his balance off.
Yeah. Somebody wanted them and took them and left us a gift in return. So
I think we should leave him a bottle of tequila and see if he really gets mountain monster on everybody's ass and start, I'm the Bigfoot man. I mean, I think that'd be funny. Some funny shit.
I wonder if anybody has tried putting a bottle of booze out there just to see what they would do. Right? I don't know if anybody's done that.
I think you should try this. This is going to be your homework assignment.
All right, my homework.
And we're all gonna look in on you, and I'm gonna have you come back on the show, and you're gonna tell us what happened with a bottle of whiskey or tequila, whatever you want to leave them. Your choice, you know.
Yeah, I think there's even a peanut butter flavored moonshine.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Right?
Yeah, they got banana cream, they got orange sickle, they've got apple pie. Oh, they got all kinds.
I would just be interested to know if they would even drink it. But I know it's bad to say that, but
I'm glad I have a disclaimer. I'm glad I have a disclaimer on my show because when Bigfoot starts showing up drunk in Florida, you know where they're coming.
No, it was just a thought that popped in my head when you said that. I'm like, I don't think anybody has tried that little experiment. Maybe they have. But it was just a thought. And I was just thinking about the peanut butter moonshine. So,
I would imagine when apples drop and they get to the point where they're starting to ferment, I could get them a little happy.
Yeah, or leave some apple cider, cider or something. But in Florida we don't have apples, so would they even be interested in apples?
Right.
Because we're all about citrus. We're all about citrus, you know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's gonna give him an apple, screw up his diet. He'll have diarrhea and shit all over Florida. See what I'm saying?
You paint a picture.
I do. I love painting pictures. And you want to know something? I've got a picture I want to paint right now. I did a little something, and this is a little gift from me, WROK FM radio, and of course my two companions over here on the side. They haven't even heard this yet, but this is from us. And these gifts are yours to use them however you want. You may not like them, you may like them, but they are yours to use. And we're going to try this right now.
Out in the swamplands, Marie roams at night. Bigfoot tracks she follows, no place for cryptids to hide. Alien sign she's hunting, Everglades her domain. Female Tarzan swinging, in the dark she'll reign. Swamp Queen Marie, finder of the unseen. If they're out there she will find them. Oh Marie, gators and shadows fall, Marie moves like the wind. Swamps her beating heart, no secret she leaves behind. Creatures of the night, they tremble in her wake. With her eyes sharp and bright, their mystery she'll break. Swamp Queen Marie, finder of the unseen. If they're out there she will find them. Oh Marie. And the shadows fall, Marie moves like the wind. Swamps her beating heart, no secret she leaves behind. Creatures of the night, they tremble in her wake. With their eyes sharp and bright, their mystery she'll break. Swamp Queen Marie, finder of the unseen. If they're out there she will find them. Oh Marie, finder of the unseen. If they're out there, she will find them. Oh Marie, oh Marie.
Oh my God, I absolutely love that, Randy. Oh my God.
Okay. Now I have one more version for you. These are both yours to use. You own them. As long as you let everybody know who wrote them for you. And this one's a little different. I made the two, and I figured, I'm so impressed with all that you do in your research that you needed a theme song. Sean's got his theme song. Tracy's got one. I've got one. You need your own theme song. So this one is yours also. This is for a Bigfoot when he gets the booze.
Out in swampland, Marie roams at night. Bigfoot tracks she follows, no place for cryptids to hide. Alien signs she's hunting, Everglades her domain. Female Tarzan swinging, in the dark she'll reign. Swamp Queen Marie, finder of the unseen. If they're out there, she will find them. Oh Marie. Gators and shadows fall, Marie moves like the wind. Swamps her beating heart, no secret she leaves behind. Creatures of the night, they tremble in her wake. With her eyes sharp and bright, their mystery she'll break. Oh Marie, Swamp Queen Marie, finder of the unseen. If they're out there, she will find them. Oh Marie, oh Marie.
Bigfoot on the guitar.
I know, right?
There you go.
Gators and shadows fall, Marie moves like the wind. Swamps her beating heart, no secret she leaves behind. Creatures of the night, they tremble in her wake. With her eyes sharp and bright, the mystery she'll break. Oh, Marie, swat Queen Marie, finder of the unseen. If they're out there, she will find them. Oh, Marie, oh, Marie.
Take us home, Bigfoot.
Yay! I love it. Oh my God, that is a great surprise. Thank you, Randy. Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
I worked on those this afternoon. I said, I couldn't wait to have you on my show. And I said, I got to do something special for her. And I said, I'm going to make these 2 songs. They're exact words, just different versions. And I said, I'm going to give these to you from all of us.
Oh, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. Absolutely. Such an honor.
So when you get your own TV show, you've already got your theme music.
There you go. Right. And you'll get full credit, Randy.
Thank you. And like I said, play it for your fans, put it on your webpage. I will send you those songs. And
Okay.
I'll get your email at the end of the show in the green room, and I will send you those songs, and they belong to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I absolutely loved it.
Well, I'm glad I could make your day and make you smiling.
Oh, yes, it definitely did. It definitely did.
See, and you wanted me to ruin the surprise earlier, see?
I know, right? I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah. Well, guys,
They
we're
were
getting
awesome.
we're getting up there. Sean, you got any questions for Miss Marie, the Swamp Queen?
Yeah.
The only other thing I'd have is, what do you think about when you get to the end of the tracks and all of a sudden they vanish? Do you have any theory behind that?
Ooh, yes. I mean, we have seen that happen. We've even, this is really weird. We've even seen it in the Green Swamp with alligator prints, where
Really?
in the sand we'll see these alligator prints and we follow them and poof, they're gone. So did something come along and take the gator and carry it off?
Interesting.
Or
Don't
did
know.
the gator walk into a portal somewhere?
Yeah, I don't know.
That sounds like the beginning of a really bad joke.
Yeah, right.
Gator walks into a portal.
Yeah, right. But yeah, people have reported that before. We have kind of seen that at times. Or you'll just find like one print. It's like, why? Why only one print? The substrate is the same around here. Why am I only finding one?
Right.
Okay.
And that doesn't make sense either. Whether it goes into a portal, we don't know. If it just is able to leap great distance, which makes it look like it vanished. Maybe it just
Right.
took a giant leap into another area in the bushes or something where you wouldn't find another print anyway. So
Interesting.
we don't know. But yes, that has been reported before, Sean. Yeah.
Interesting.
Miss Tracy.
I was going to ask what Sean asked, so he took my question. I was going to ask you about the portal
Damn you,
thing,
Sean.
but it's okay.
Well,
Well,
from now
what
on-
I do want to know is, I heard you go into the swamp sometimes and the forest and all these places by yourself. Don't
Yes.
you ever get scared? I mean, not that you're not a capable person, but I think I'd be a little
I'm
freaked out.
totally not capable. I'm totally incapable. I don't know. I'm not. You know what scares me the most out there is seeing another human.
Yes. Yes.
That scares me the most.
I know exactly what you mean. I
I'm
won't
not-
go to a haunted attraction because those people are alive and they can snap. But
Yeah.
I'll investigate a haunted attraction because the spirits aren't going to hurt me. I
Right.
totally get that.
Right, but yeah, it's like I know what I'm doing in the swamp. What are you doing in the swamp?
Right.
And so that's the scariest thing to me. I've been in places in swamps also where I ended up in between a bunch of hogs, where there was a male hog over on my left. On my right, there was a mother with babies.
Oh,
and it's like,
good.
oh, shoot. I've got to get out of here. And it was pretty open, but I think they have crappy eyesight.
Okay.
So I was able to back up, retrace my steps, sneak out, basically. Hope to God they didn't see me, because I don't need a pissed off, female coming after me, or male. I was like, oh God. But the scariest thing is humans. Absolutely 100%.
Completely get that.
Yeah.
Totally different areas. Totally get.
I mean, yeah, I'm doing research, but the majority of the people are probably hiding. Where do you want to? If you want to hide, that's the best place to hide, is a swamp or a forest or something. And it's like, yeah.
Right.
Super scary.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wrote in the song about Tarzan of the swamp. Because she goes in there by herself.
Yeah.
And you don't take a gun with you, correct?
No.
You don't take a knife with you.
Mm-mm.
So here's the deal. I'm coming with you. I'm looking like Josie Wales. I'm going with so much artillery that if I fall, I'll shoot everybody in the campground. I'll be going off for 10 minutes. Bow, 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 bow. I'll explode off the ground. You think I'm David Copperfield.
So you'll protect me then. That's what you're saying.
Yes, because see, I'm not afraid of Bigfoot. It's all those things that I know what they have in Florida: panthers, bears, wild boars. They got snakes off the yin yang. You can't walk in Florida without stepping on a snake. Vipers, rattlesnakes, water moccasins, you name it, they got it in Florida. And now they've got pythons mixed with the what's another snake in the other big snake there. It's overseas. They brought them over.
Anaconda.
Yeah, the anaconda.
Anaconda.
No, the anaconda.
Wow.
Anaconda's mixing with the boas that people have let loose. And I was just watching Swamp People the other day, and these snakes are 25 feet long. Some of them big enough to eat a whole dog.
Oh, they can eat.
Yeah.
I did a presentation in Washington, and with my team just in June, and in the presentation I took a picture. I attached a picture that shows a guy who just captured a huge python, and it had a huge lump in its stomach. When they opened it up, it was a full-size deer inside.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a picture from Florida where a python actually ate an alligator, and the alligator clawed its way out of its stomach.
Oh, boy.
And the acids killed, and they both died. But still, to see something that big, that's why you go to Florida. You're where she's going. She is the Tarzan of the swamp, because everything there will bite you, from bugs to whatever. I mean, you can't swim in the ocean if it ain't a shark or a barracuda. On land, snakes.
Sounds like Australia. Everything in Australia wants to kill you. Everything in Florida wants to kill you.
That's the Everglades. Everything in the Everglades. That is the wildest. For Florida, that's like the creepiest, scariest place to be. It's totally wild. There's all kinds of things that everything out there is out to kill you. So, and it's true.
Which is why I'll be back at the hotel.
Yeah, you got Florida panthers, you got the pythons, you've got all kinds of other water moccasins, gators. There's even sharks in like 2 feet of water. There'll even be sharks.
Oh, wow.
And
in the Everglades.
Yeah, there's bears. There's all kinds of everything's out there to kill you. There's poisonous plants out there. There's all kinds of poisonous spiders. So
how do you protect yourself then?
Well, you just watch where you go. You try to be very observant. There was a story that I heard. from a swamp buggy driver, and he was doing a tour one day, and in this area where they do the swamp buggies, you're not like people are not allowed to just go driving in there walking around. Well, there was some tourists from out of state who were walking their little dog in this swamp buggy area in the Everglades, and right behind them, they had no idea a Florida panther was stalking them because it wanted the dog, and they had no idea that this Florida panther was stalking them. And so the driver was like beeping the horn. He's like yelling and stuff. And they're like, what? And he told them. And they're like, oh my God. He's like, you shouldn't even be out here to begin with. This is not a place to be walking your dog. And but it was a Florida panther. And if he hadn't seen him, yeah, that panther would have grabbed that dog.
Wow.
Well, I found out how she goes into the swamp by herself. She's not really by herself. She's got her bodyguards.
Wow. Awesome.
She's a Jedi.
Yes, that's me. That's me.
Okay.
I have a question. It's coming from overseas, from Germany.
Oh, wow.
Have you heard of Bigfoot talking?
Talking, yes. Yes. In the Everglades. I was walking down the trail with my team or whatever, and I heard the gibberish. That's what it sounds like. It just sounds like a bunch of gibberish. Some people describe it like Mandarin or something. It sounded like two just, and it was off in the distance. I'm like, what the heck is that? Now, down here we have what's called barred owls, and they, if you're not familiar with them, they could scare the bejesus out of you, because when they start squawking and fighting each other, they sound like monkeys. But this is not what that sounded like. This sounded like Sierra sounds, two people talking. I'm like, what the heck is this? And it was off in the distance in the Everglades. But I have no idea where it came from, but I heard it. That's the only time I've ever heard gibberish.
We have, speaking of Australia, Tracy brought up Georgia, or whatever they say, I hope it's a guy. Anyways, wants to know, do you go out at night and do your research only during the daytime?
We do both.
Because of all the things that will go bump in the night and bite you.
Well, part of the problem is a lot of the state forests now, they don't let you be, like if you're camping, if you're planning on camping in a state forest here, you are not allowed to leave your campsite after sunset, which is crazy because you are camping in the forest. You're not allowed to be in the forest after sunset.
I could see that.
So that messes us up because we can't go out at night. So you have to find those kind of places where you can sneak in at night, or, you know, you take your chance and you go out, you know, you go somewhere like a national forest or something like that where you can get in and you could possibly be in there at night. But we have done some nighttime investigations, yes.
Well, you need to find a couple of the immigrants coming over the border to show you how to sneak in and out.
Wow.
And I said that first.
Yeah, I just don't want a $500 fine from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. So, and that's happened. One of our team members did get a ticket.
Oh, wow.
Being out away from their campsite after sunset.
Well, you know, it's easy enough to get lost in the Everglades, and during the daytime, more or less nighttime,
absolutely. I mean, to be out there at night wandering around, holy crap.
Because you can walk in one way and turn around, think you're walking straight back and end up somewhere else, because it's just, you know, I've been there. I know. I've four-wheeled with some friends of mine. I'm like, oh, whoa, we're getting a little far.
Yeah.
Oh, just follow the trail back. Yeah, well, this trail is going off this way, and I forgot which way it went because I followed you people in here.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, I can see their point. I can see their
point.
Oh
yeah, absolutely. But it messes us up when we try to go out at night, you know, because it's like, oh crap, now where are we going to go? So we have to try and find those kind of places that we can go out at night and just snoop around and check it out. So
Terry from Montana says, "Have you been in the woods and have you been in the woods or swamps and smelled that swampy Bigfoot smell they say they have and could not see it?"
I have not. But some of my other friends or researchers have. I have not smelled that yet. But,
wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing no nighttime walking around there either. Well, guys, we're at the top of our show. We're out here for an hour and 5, and I could go for another 2 hours. But, things call, nature calls. We all got to do things. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being on my show tonight. I want to thank you, Miss Marie. And we will be backstage. And don't run away and clip off and run.
Oh.
And anything that you want to say to anybody, let's wait right there for a minute. Let's start with my guy, Sean, at the top. Sean, tell everybody how they can see your shows and stuff before we leave.
You can see my show, Eternal X Wolfpack Paranormal, every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central on Facebook and YouTube.
Miss Tracy.
My show is every Monday and Wednesday night. Tracy Jones, PWW show. PWW stands for Paranormal White Witch. It airs 8 p.m. both days, Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to be on the podcast, or you know somebody who would be a good fit for the podcast, you can send me a Gmail at paranormalwhitewitch@gmail.com.
Now, getting to our special guest. She's got a list of places you can find her.
I'm all over.
You're all over.
I'm all over. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Mid-Florida Bigfoot Research Group. I also have a website, midfloridabigfoot.com. And on the website, you can read our team bios. You can read about us. You can see we have a photo gallery. So you can look at some of the cool things that we have found out there. We have a media section where I post all of the podcasts that my team is on. So this one will be posted on there. As soon as I get the link for it, I'll put it on there tomorrow. And so at any time, anybody can go and listen to any older shows that we've done, me and my team. And I also have a Florida facts section. So for those people who don't know anything about Florida, they can go just read it to get an idea of what we have in our state. And so we got the website, Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube channel, all the Mid-Florida Bigfoot Research Group.
Rockin Randy on the scene, breaking bone.
Bless you all. God bless America. We will see you backstage. And with that, WROK Radio FM, Body Slamming Conversations. Oh, yeah, no holds barred. Good night, everybody. We'll see you the next time right here.
Good night.